This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Fee.
And this your co-host, Cole and Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
Today we got a top-notch coach on by the name of John O'Neal, and he doing it for a big-time school, Lakeland Christian. Let me tell y'all something. Seymour, I live in Tallahassee. I'm from North Florida. And one day I come down and Seymour, I do a podcast with my business partner and friend. He said, man, you got to see Lakeland Christian Field. You got to see it, man. So he take me to the school. I fell in love, man. The weight room was right there by the field, turf field. Now, they got one side of the stadium, but to me, I love it how it is. It's amazing, man. It looked like a school that supposed to be a small college almost. Everything nice and neat, nice gates, buildings look good. And I got to tell y'all, man, having this coach on today, we're going to get a little bit more into behind the scenes what's going on. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Seymour bring him on.
How you doing, Coach?
Good, man. Thank y'all guys for letting me be here.
Hey, man, it's a blessing to have you on, man.
Always.
So much history, but I do want to give your wife a shout-out because we sitting at the game, watching the game, and I'm talking. You know I talk a lot anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm watching y'all. I'm watching all my boys I done went to school with. Y'all out there coaching, doing your thing. And I'm talking to your sister.
Uh-huh.
So I'm talking to Kelly. Boom, they're talking to her. Boom. Your wife say, hey, hold up. I know your voice. I done heard your voice before. So I'm like, you have? She say the podcast.
Yeah.
We play it. John be playing it all the time. I was like, no. She like, he be playing. I said, we getting him on. We just got to find the right time. She said, man, we play it all the time. Man, you don't know how good that felt, man.
Yeah,
it
man,
felt
you
like
know
I
support my boy, man.
Look, it felt like I had won some money. So I said, whenever I get you on, I got to show a love for that because I call him. I always call him when it be something real, real good.
Yeah.
Mike, boy, one of the coaches that I went to school with, man, I was talking. She didn't even see me. She just said, I heard the voice. I got excited because, you know, you never know who's listening.
Right.
So, man, I'm glad to have you on because, like I said, I've known you for a long time. But I want to know, man, because as a player, I never thought about coaching. And then when I did think about coaching, I'm so greedy with how I want my life to be that I told Mike the other day, if I was a coach, I would either have to coach in Lakeland, coach at South Florida, maybe Orlando because I don't like to drive. I want to be quick back to my hometown or in the area that I'm from. So really, I couldn't really pick that many schools. And then I could pick any school that's in the Central Florida area, college-wise, down to the Miami schools. I don't want to go up north because it get colder. I know Tallahassee ain't that much colder, but it feel colder to me. So if I had to be a coach, it would be right in these areas. So when did you actually know that you wanted to coach ball? Because, like I said, my mind never went to that. Not that me and you the same person, but I just never thought about coaching. Like, when did you think, like, man, this is the life I want to live?
Man, it's one of them things, man. I ain't really choose it. It chose me. It sounds cliche, but man, I remember I graduated college at Weber International University. I had a little stint with the Lakeland Thunderbolts. Played a little arena ball, and I realized, man, I gotta get a job. I just graduated, and I was actually coming through Bartow High School where we went to school at, and seen Coach Killets.
Our
DV
coach,
man, and he's the head coach there. And he said, I said, Coach, I need a job. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I need to do something with this degree I just got. I said, man, I'll coach until I get it figured out, man. And he called to the office right there, man, and it's like, man, it's like I live on the word, and the word said
Right.
steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord, man.
Right.
He just ordered that whole conversation. He just happened to be coming out the locker room right there. I just happened to be coming from a dentist appointment, actually.
Right.
I
In
remember it so
Bartow?
vividly. Yep.
Yeah.
Right there in Bartow, man. And we talked and got hooked up and coached there for 5 years and got to coach with actually the head coach Danny Williams of Lakeland Christian, and then defensive coordinator Thomas Berry, which we played Little League football at 555 together and played baseball together. So man, God has really, if we had plenty of time, man, I can tell you how he just like orchestrated this whole thing for where I'm at now to be at Lakeland Christian School.
Right.
And I started there, and if Coach Killets left and went back to North Florida, so we was kind of like, man, that's our dude,
Right.
Like, where do we go? And I was jacket pride for life.
Me too.
You know,
Me too.
I know. It's anytime we see each other, man, it brings right back to 1999.
Yeah.
And so he left, and like I said, we'd still be there to this day. We're loyal to the school, to the community, and to our coach. And I got an opportunity to coach at Bartow High School, and they were down that year, and I went over there and I was defensive coordinator for 3 years there. And then I left there and went to Fort Meade for a year and was defensive coordinator at Fort Meade. And I never wanted to coach at a Christian school. Like many of us, I gave my life to the Lord early and fell off, man. I really fell off, and big time. And God's grace just saved me. And when I came to the faith and realized, man, this dude, everything he did on that cross, he did for me. And I finally realized it, and I was like, man, I don't want to go to a Christian school. They know about Jesus. Man, I want to be out here in the byways, the highways, like John the Baptist, man. People trying to get at me. You can't speak Jesus. Well, I'm going to speak Jesus,
Right.
And so God knows where to put you and allow you and allow me to get out there in that aspect. And again, I was at Auburndale. We coached Derwin James, and we were starting something special. Became district champs. Beat Rod Schaefer, which was my college coach, Lake Wells that year. And that next year, another door opened up. And I was at Fort Meade and went down there with Jamel, good guy. And Danny called me and said, hey, man, we got a spot opening up. I said, man, I'll pray about it. That's the universal Sunday school
Let me
answer.
back you up off
let
it.
me pray about it. And man, how God just orchestrated this whole thing, man. My kids go there. I get to walk my kids to class, to the playground, give them a hug and a kiss in the morning. And then I'll go to lunch and they'll be on the playground again for recess and be able to see them and walk by the classroom and be like a creeper just to peek in on them. And man, God's orchestrated this whole thing from a little conversation in the parking lot of Bartow High School, man. And I always tell people, I say, man, you know what? I could retire here, but as soon as you say that, man, God always got a plan. Always got a plan. So I always let them know I ain't set. But God, I sure am. Hey, Paul say, be content. I'm content, God, So, man, I just always want to go wherever he leads me because I know it's going to be like right now. Right. And we built this program, man. I'm so blessed, again, how he orchestrated all of this. We started out, and the kids is in portables. They're dressing in portables. And coach's office is one classroom. And about 4 years ago, we had a couple parents come together, and this granddaddy had a steel company, and this man, let's get these kids out of this portable, and so what you see in the LCS wasn't just the typical that's just a Christian school. No, man, we come from some humble beginnings over there, and we make sure those kids appreciate it like we did, and they're building that, and now they just broke ground on a brand new high school building. Right there. They just cleared it out. We got our official groundbreaking the 22nd. Y'all pop out.
Might as well.
Y'all pop out, man. And God's just building that thing up right there. And it's awesome. It's a great place to be. Not to mention, hey, football is pretty good. We talked about the life part. And since I got there, man, it's me and Coach Berry and Coach Williams, and we don't play the radio. You know, them cats ain't soft. It was 2 years ago. We had 3 different games. We had helmets come off. And them cats come over and looking at us like, you know, when they get off the bus, they see probably like what you see. Oh, man, look at this. And they went to popping them helmets off and hitting them cats. And they look across. Now, it's funny to watch. You can look across the sidelines and them cats look at you and be like, man, them cats different.
Right.
Them cats right there are different. It ain't, this I ain't gonna mention no other schools, but it ain't like them schools.
Right.
Like we hit.
Yeah.
And we make sure we hit.
Yeah. It's that Bartow in us.
That's what it is. And we breed hitting over there, and man, and he's just God just definitely. I'm at a loss of words of where he's gonna take this thing. I really am.
I believe that too.
And I learned a long time ago, man. It ain't about the championships. At first, when you start coaching, man, everybody wants to go to state at the beginning. Everybody wants state championship, but you can't tell me who the state champion was 3 years ago.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't.
And I think Jesus says something. Don't store up treasures here on earth where moss and rust or take care of them things. Store up your treasures in heaven. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, I don't go out there and practice, and I'm away from my family just to lose now. Right. Now, we got a goal, but, man, we do a devotion before every practice. And just like life and football, we show how you incorporate the word of God in your life. Right. In different situations here, and I tell people all the time, there is not one thing that goes on in your life you can't find in that Bible. You're right. There's not a situation. There's not a broken home situation. Moses' mama put him in a basket and sent him down a river. You know what I'm saying? You think there's separation anxiety, but you know how God did that? Came back and mama had got to take care of the baby in the Pharaoh's house. So that's how the kind of God we serve. I serve, you know.
We serve.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't know. I know you. I just got to meet you.
I wouldn't even rock with him.
I figured, but you know what? I can talk for me.
Nah, Coach, you saying it right. Yeah. And Coach, I gotta touch on this too. And everything you were talking about for us building character and making sure for us the kids not just want to win games, but y'all actually came together as a community. Hey, this granddad do this and that. The community builds the kids up, you know. Yes. Just like it said in the Bible, the village raised the kids. And that's pretty much true because from what I'm hearing, what you saying, not just the parents doing it, the coaches doing it, the teachers, the community. And I think that's what every program needs. Yes. So if you could, give some information about Lakeland Christian, how any player, if they wanted to, be a part of the program as well.
So Lakeland Christian is different because, you know, people say, oh, well, y'all give scholarships. You can't get scholarships. That's illegal. But there is financial aid. If you qualify, there's financial aid through the state. And all you got to do if you want to come, put in an application, call Mary Fairchild at the front office. That lady is an angel. She'll walk you through everything. We have what we call Welcome Wednesdays, where you don't have to pay an application fee, nothing. Hey, I just want to come to your campus, and they'll have somebody walk you around each aspect of the campus and show you our core goals and where we're going in this thing, man. LCS does a great job of community. You need somebody, you need a plumber. There's a family there that's got a community. A plumber. You need a roof done. There's about 4 or 5 families there that do roofs. You need your lawn service done. You need to build a house. You need spiritual help. We have, there's so much going on. And what I have found that's unique about LCS is they have a grandparents' day. So, you know, and they have the kids, elementary kids come up and they do a presentation, and mom and daddy can't come. Right. It's just for grandparents. You know, and sometimes those older folks, they get left behind, or, hey, come on. No, man, they take pride in that right there, man. And the whole school in general is, like you said, it's a community. And this person knows this person that knows this person. And life's all about connections and relationships. And that's what Lakeland Christian is. And you can't just get in. You know, you can't just put in an application. Well, you're a good athlete. Yeah, No, there's an application process. You have to have a pastor reference. You have to have a teacher reference from your previous school. You got to maintain a certain GPA because our academics are rigorous. We don't want to accept you and put you in a failing situation if you're not academically ready.
Right.
Now we do have teachers and we have a program that if you're not right there, they test you to see and you get extra help. And it's all about succeeding, man. And I tell you what, again, how God does this thing. Last year we had a Clemson commit, and we had a Air Force commit. We had the defensive player of the year, small school defense player of the year. He had 7 picks with three pick sixes, I think. And we were like, this is our year.
Right.
So those 18 seniors leave, and then this year comes, and we're like, oh man, we got this many starters and this many. We lose our spring game, and we don't lose.
Right.
Like, that's not in our culture. So we're looking at each other like, man, what we gonna do? We had one kid that had an offer.
Right.
Going into this year, one kid had an offer. So you know what we do? We grind. We go to what we do. We maintain the standard, and we had our first undefeated season this year.
Yeah.
Went to the Final Four. We had 4 Division I kids, 2 HBCU kids, and
that's what he come through.
Yeah, Alcorn State. We had one defensive end going to Alcorn State and a running back going to Howard.
Okay.
So man, LCS is putting them out there
Every way possible.
Anyway, we just our running back just signed with Southeastern, or got a lineman going to Southeastern. Man, it's another lineman going up to Robert Morris up in Pennsylvania. So man, people say, oh, well, you can't get a scholarship. Well, when Nick Saban came through last year, I was able to get my picture. He's like, Coach, this is nice right here. Like Nick Saban. Yeah,
he can't help but say it.
He said, man, y'all got a great setup. And not after that, Dabo came through and looking through, man. And it was ironic because Dabo came in, and we're hanging out in the locker room. I mean, it's Dabo Swing. Y'all just won national championship last year.
Yeah.
And the defense coordinator for University of Miami comes in, and he just stands at the door.
Why didn't come in?
He was coming to recruit, and he just stood there, and we went over, not the big time. He's like, Coach, I apologize. Come on. He's like, man, I get it, man. You know. So those kind of guys come through all the time, man. And where it was 8 years ago, from not even making it to the playoffs, just going to the playoffs and going to the Final Four, and now all but I think 1 year we've been in the playoffs and going deep.
And I know basically the 2019 season. When y'all played Florida High, y'all was all right there pretty much.
Yeah.
And then this year, like
that
right
was
there,
Final Four was right there.
Like,
yeah. And you know we're the second smallest 3A school in 3A. We got around 380, where we lost to Berkeley Prep. They're up to like 680, 650. So you know we're a smaller 3A school doing big things, man. Yeah. But everything's about our mentality and where we're going, and you know we the greatest thing is when the kids come back and say, "Hey, Coach, man, I'm getting married. Hey, Coach, remember that one devotion that you did, and man, that changed." And not only that, throughout school, I'm the weightlifting coach and teacher there, but also do study halls. So while I'm there, I get to minister to all the other kids. And there's this one girl, her mom teaches there, and real quiet. She's an artist type girl, and I'm loud like you, Simo, and where I am with my face and faith, and they'll come in, man, what's wrong with you? You know, they'll be down. I said, hey, somebody didn't wake up this morning, but you did. Right. So God still got a purpose. Yeah. And I'd ingrained that in them. Somebody didn't wake up this morning, but if you can, God still got a purpose for your life. Yeah. And this girl graduated last year, and earlier this year, the mom came up to me, and she actually went to Florida State and on a artist degree and whatever they do it there. And the mom said, hey, remember my daughter, she would always say, you would say, if you woke up this morning, God still got a purpose. Well, and she's a quiet girl. She said some guy in her class was having it hard and walked up to him and said, hey, somebody didn't wake up this morning, but you did. God still got a part.
Man.
That's amazing.
That's the word, man. That's the word.
And see, we need more people like that, you know, to inspire others and encourage them. And that's what you're doing. And you're not just helping the people at your school, but it's helping them help others as well.
Yes.
And I got to give a shout out to Lakeland Christian, man, because Coach Williams came on, Coach Beard came on. We done almost had the whole coaching staff on. We done did films at the games. And the school done always showed us love and always then being courteous to us. And we just want to say thank you to Lakeland Christian for doing everything they have done, for the kids in the community and for us as well. And I'm going to leave y'all high as I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life in Football podcast. Catch you next time.